What? Oh my god, that literally scared me. Somebody screamed. Okay, we're back.
That was Coop.
Thanks, Coop. Thanks so much, Coop. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Coop.
You're just the best.
You're so welcome.
Okay, guys, it's time to get serious. We're done questioning this AI. We're done. We are done arguing. We're done sitting in a spaceship, resting for 5 hours, doing absolutely nothing. It is time to delve into this bunker trap of death, which is, I'm sure, perfectly fine. And, you know, just waiting to have a party at our arrival.
It is time for Zeha
Uh-oh.
to roll a fortitude saving.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Fuck! I forgot! Oh my god.
Do you have a stored up hero point?
I do.
I do.
Sorry, I have a stored up chicky nuggy.
Yes,
I can't say it with a serious face. I have an owlbear nug to use on just such an occasion. But I will request, as we are, you know, we land, we're getting ready, getting our shit together, our gear together, I'll approach Dr. Len and be like, Dr. Len, do you have those things that you gave me the other day? I know it's been a busy day, but can you help again?
Okay. Those pills for
You're asking for the treatment, or?
I'm asking for drugs for my drug addiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Mommy's
yes.
little
I have
helper.
something in the back.
Yes, I'm asking
The
for help for
truth
the
comes out.
radiation.
Len, he thinks for a moment. He starts to like raise his tentacles up to say something, pauses. Tetsu, could you give me a hand with this? We're treating her again.
I mean, you don't have to sound so
I mean,
put out. I apologize if this is a drain
my
on your...
apologies. I just
Okay.
had something on my mind.
Are
Tetsu
you
comes
alright?
out like
Okay. Yes.
Tetsu comes out like removing the IVs from his very battered form, having just woken up from his nap, and it's like, coming.
Do you need to...
Are you full health?
take
Brings
a
out
moment
the
to-
med down.
Do you take a moment to wake up? I mean, I don't want you to accidentally bleary-eyed pick the wrong pills.
He looks he looks down at the med kit, rubs his eye a bit, and goes, "I'm good."
Okay.
And I'll double check everything. Don't worry.
Thank you. Okay.
For sake of brevity here, this is last night before you guys landed.
Sure.
Since he has to treat you for quite a long time prior to like the roll and stuff. It's not a very quick treatment or anything.
Okay, so
should I roll the
isn't it
medicine
just 10
check?
minutes, technically? Like taking 10, so to speak?
Yeah.
Is it 10,
it's 10.
Dr. Lin, or is it? Okay, I thought it was an hour. My bad. Okay.
Alright, so I am rolling a fortitude save?
Dr. Lin's rolling a medicine check.
Okay.
And Tetsu is helping.
Okay.
Try.
We're looking at a 28 on the medicine check.
Here's Tetsu for nat one.
Ooh, nope. 23.
Ooh,
Oh, okay. So 30 from Dr. Lin on the medicine check.
I am liking
That's
this.
what is that, Dr. Lin? When you're helping treat disease, that's a +4.
I believe so. I will double check
Yes.
though.
That's what I recall from previous. Alright.
Now we just need say how to
In my
roll one.
back pocket is one getting stale chicken nugget from Jim the Dim that I am going to use to save my ass on this roll.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, let me interrupt you real quick.
Where did you pull that from?
If you don't have to use it, does it go away?
No, not.
You saved it specifically for this event. So even if you succeed on the first roll, you have to use it.
No.
But doesn't she have
No.
No, but doesn't she have another check after this that she could use? Because it's 3 checks, I thought.
No,
to cure.
this
This
is
is
the
this is
third.
her third.
This is my
Oh.
third.
Yeah.
Okay. Shush.
Well, unless she fails.
I need to focus. I'm so scared. Wait, is it?
We
It's a
did all
save
the
throw.
hard work. You just
It's
gotta
true.
live.
What's your bonus?
For fort saves?
Let's get into the nitty gritty here.
Okay, hold on. Let me count all of these points. 0.
Okay, so With the +4, you have to roll a natural 9 or greater.
This is stressing me out. I don't want to get into the details.
Just roll.
I like it.
Just
Roll,
do it.
roll.
All right, it's rolling. It's rolling.
Nat
It's
one.
happening. Fuck! It's a
No.
6. Okay.
Try it again, but reverse that number.
Excuse me, just a quick moment. I turn around and under my face mask, I eat the parental nugget real quick. Let me try this.
Breakfast is important.
Wander all of our work.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Natural 1. Oh, there you go.
Oh
You're
my
fine.
god. That's a 12. That's a 12, which +4 is a 16.
And it was DC 13. So
Oh
yes,
my
after all of the treatment behind the scenes, Dr. Lynn's treatment was the reason that your body was able to get rid of the radiation. But Zeha is now clear from the radiation sickness.
I'm
About time.
behind the scenes. It is Jim the Dim that saved my life.
Yes.
Wow, ungrateful.
Actually, it's a combination of both of them because without the +4, you failed.
That is true. Credit where credit's due. Thank you so much, Dr. Len. I think I finally feel better. I think it's thanks to you that I'm not much sicker than I am right now. I appreciate it. And I just put my hand on like the side of your bell. Thank you.
Kind of like steps away as you do that. It's really no problem at all. It was just simple treatment, and well, Tetsu helped. So
I give a solemn nod over to Tetsu. I'm just like, just a nod.
but
speaking his
anytime,
language.
next time we run into irradiated crabs, please stay away. Just
Yes.
future context.
Actually, speaking of, I've realized I never turned on. Admittedly, it was just supposed to be a car ride, but I never turned on my suit protection, so I won't be making that mistake again. And
I was not
so,
wearing my armor, so I understand.
yes. Let's make sure everybody has their armor on today, and when we actually go out and start, delving into this, I'm going to actually spend the action and turn on my suit's protection for once.
Okay. For those that don't know, basically every armor, unless otherwise stated, has innate protections that it lets you breathe oxygen. It protects you from low level radiation. It protects you from like low level inhalation. So like, since you're breathing your suit's oxygen, if poison spores hit you in the face, you don't get them. Like, because you're in a suit of armor and it's basically a spacesuit, a low grade spacesuit.
But there's a limit per item level, I believe. So we can only
There's
do
a
it for
limit
so
per
long.
item level. I'm pretty sure it's a day per item level kind of thing. So that's not gonna come up unless you guys are trekking or get stuck somewhere. I also want to say there is, and this will only come up if it happens, but if you are to get attacked, there is rules for your suit having like cuts in it and stuff.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's
Good thing I'm
Okay.
never in melee.
Starfinder
Yeah.
is very in-depth, I think, in how it handles space.
Yeah.
And to be sure that I understand, so like for example, Moat's typical stuff is a set of coveralls and his mask, their mask, and does that provide the same protection? Does that just go for everything, or does Moat need to put on a specific suit?
Does he wear any armor at all?
Technically,
wear
the
any
coveralls
armor at all?
count as armor.
So,
Okay, if like by mechanical rules of Starfinder that if they wear armor, like even if it's a second skin suit or anything, then they are protected unless the armor says they are not.
and that's what I was
You
going to
have,
say.
like,
I wear a
basically a
second
force
skin
field.
thing, which is like for what like celebrities and politicians use to not look like you're wearing armor, and that counts. And in fact, according to the rules, it could also it's like a helmet-y type like thing as well, but I don't know how that works, but it does.
Yeah, flavor-wise, it is assumed that every suit of armor also comes with a spacesuit. That makes sense. So like you are
not a spacesuit.
assumed to have a spacesuit that you can slip over your armor and go out when needed. And it is assumed, so it doesn't get super boggy, that happens when it is needed.
Mhm.
Okay. So we
speaking
should be...
of,
Go on, Carrick, sorry.
I was gonna say, speaking of moons and stuff, like, do we know what we're about to step out into? Like, are we, like going into a place that has atmosphere? Like, what kind of moon is this?
Sure. You could definitely check it. Like once your ship lands, you can send out like an environmental scan with Grace or just a ship even, and you would know that the moon does not have like oxygen. It does not have a breathable atmosphere. Gravity is normal as per a planet. You're not like floating or anything, but the moon itself does not have a breathable atmosphere.
Ooh.
On that note, during the 5 hours that I was kind of just letting everything drift, I would have either sent a scan into the storm or had Grace do it so that I could just have some information about like what the storm is itself. Like, is it a plasma storm? Is it like what is its like
Is there a
general
storm
makeup?
immediately here, or you mean just the moon?
The entire moon is covered by spots. And the entire moon is covered by clouds, and then spots of those clouds are what looks to be electrically arcing, like a lightning storm.
Right.
To answer your question, Eisen, as you kind of send out a pulse and test it a little, it seems to come back reading as a normal but very high level electrical storm.
Right. I actually, as part of the setup, and we can go into this later, but I just wanted to have this in my back pocket of like, because the Shimmerine deal with electrical storms and they have like architecture that specifically is meant to like avoid destruction. Do I need to? I don't think I need to do this now, but I want to just have it in the back pocket that I want to make an architecture check for when it comes up of like things that can handle the storm, like what the risk is in case of any sort of issue. But we can deal with it as the problem comes up.
For sure. Sounds good to me.
So I know we just went through a whole bunch of info on suits and protection. Just to clarify, do we need any additional protection to walk out from the ship right now? Do we need to wear space full on?
No, it is assumed that you are donning spacesuits.
Perfect.
Like obviously flavor wise, you guys are all getting on spacesuits. You have to have you have communicators in them. It's all assumed under the Starfinder rules, but like flavor wise, you guys all do have helmets on. You're breathing circulated oxygen. You have a day's worth of circulated oxygen.
Okay, and that does mean, by the way, that we're all attached with one communication channel, unless we change that to talk individually with each other. So it'll be assumed that everyone can hear anything.
Yep. And you all know all of those codes. Like, so if you want to just talk to one of you, it happens. And if one of you and if you talk to everyone, that happens too.
Can we make like group chats without a single member of the party? Like,
Stop looking at me.
Zeha and Eisen have a one-on-one communication where we just like gossip and talk shit about all of you. Don't worry about it.
Zeha, you went into the wrong channel. We heard everything.
This is awkward.
Yeah, the funny part was she didn't know because Eisen doesn't really respond. Like, he agreed to that chat, but he doesn't actually like talk in it. So she just
come on, Eisen's just like, yes, his butt looks stupid in that suit.
he nods. He nods and grunts, right? Like he doesn't like actively say anything just because he's focusing on whatever, but he like registers that yes, and
I'll take the
slightly
smirk.
agrees.
he's literally typing out like asterisk grunt asterisk.
Just texting. Okay, so
speaking about communications, can Grace communicate with us while we're away, or is that like
No.
once we've left the ship, they're on their own?
Yeah, they're tied to the ship unless you guys come up with something or buy something that allows your ship to communicate with you. Like it's not like a Batmobile or anything. You can't call your ship to you or anything. Therefore, you can't like contact with Grace either.
Last point of order, I think, before we're ready to go, which is that we will, I'm assuming, so just anybody stop me if that's not the case, but we'll tell Nanal to stay on the ship, watch over Esne, as she is still recovering. And then as an aside, I will tell Grace to lock down and not allow them to like access info. Just want to lock them out,
Control.
basically.
Yeah, or the engine so that they don't just fly away.
Yes.
Okay. Easily enough done. They're locked out from basically interacting with the ship itself, but they're not locked to their rooms. They can
Yeah,
go around, they can eat and everything else.
No food for you.
Yeah, locked in foodless rooms. Bye-bye, Nino.
And rereading really quickly, I will take back what I said. And I must have read that somewhere else. There are no rules about like getting attacked. It assumes that your armor can hold up to any kind of attacks, and you're not going to lose your environmental protection from taking those attacks.
I understand why for like game efficiency, but that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Trust
probably
me,
like a
you're not
monster.
going to think
rules
it's
to break
dumb when you
Yeah.
are dealing with zero gravity combat, because there's plenty of rules to go around.
Yeah.
All right, Len, you are shrunken into like a cube by the vacuum of space. Roll a new character.
I-
Tetsu can break it.
I know for 100% that there must be a monster that has specifically like puncture rules or like can like
for sure. I'm
like-
sure that's out there.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
talking
that's
about
a good
normal
point.
combat and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so there's gravity though, right? We determined that.
there is
Yes.
gravity, yes.
Well, let's roll.
And
How,
I'll
Kick open
how
the
strong
door.
is the gravity?
pull you onto the map. It's
Ooh.
if it's any different, it's minuscule and you can't notice it, kind of thing. It is basically what you're used to, kind of like normal space gravity. And by normal space gravity, sorry. Yeah, sorry. By normal space gravity, I mean like normal space station gravity. It's Absalom gravity, which is based off like old Galarian. Like it's all there is a standard of gravity, even though people didn't know what quote unquote Galarian was. There is still a standard of gravity that goes around that holds people down. It is very close to that.
I'm sure it was calculated by like body mass and something.
Yeah.
there's some gravitational constant that was just mathematically solved for.
All right, stop doodling on the map, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, who's already doodling on my map here?
Dude, it's a D&D map, so it's not. I don't know, I mean it's Pathfinder, not D&D.
Roll 20 gave
What
us
are you
these
circling?
markings
What is-
for a
Right.
reason.
There's a
What did I
weird
do
shadow
bad?
spot that was circled. That was...
Oh, my bad.
No, we gotta
Moving
investigate
along.
it. Damn it.
Got it. Let's go. All right, this is what you guys see, though. As you guys
Black nothing.
come down and land on the planet, you are it's more than black nothing. You see what looks to be a 45-degree angle vault door that caught the light just right and kind of let you know it's here. And you see portions of walls jutting out here and there. Probably about 70% of the walls are jutting out of the ground, to assume to let you know that this base is underground and that it uses some sort of structure, including the land of the moon as a roof, which can give you kind of, as you guys walk around and like look at it a little bit, it gives you kind of the general shape of this laboratory.
Ooh. Okay,
there
$5
trees
right
here?
now. The electrical storm powers the lab.
Yes, without
Anybody?
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
that's very cool.
question. Yeah, without question.
Okay, so immediately as we're traversing from the spaceship to the door, like just a general perception check, see if we're alone out here and what all's going on.
Where
Okay,
are the moon
give me the
monsters?
perception check.
I'm also looking for any signs of struggle or something, because we know
Or like
some shit
big
went down.
footprints.
A big SOS
A
written in
whopping
rocks.
Anyone else that wants to make this check can make it as well.
That's a natty
Ooh,
10.
10s all around.
28.
Ooh. Damn, Varsho.
Disgust me, I
Dr.
swear to
Lang.
God.
Damn.
Am I capable of rolling bad? I mean,
Oh, you're just testing the face
Just-
now. Wasp, I think, is going to
Being
get
the
us short
good
end of the
self.
stick this
I,
time.
I'm looking forward to combat, and you roll nothing but ones.
no way, I'm your
That's
healer.
okay.
You have to protect me.
That's true.
All
You
right,
never healed me.
people over a 10, which is Zeha, Dr. Lin, and Moat.
And me.
You guys can, and Tetsu, you guys are looking around. What you see is everyone. I should say everyone else sees basically nothing. You just kind of on a moon. You're grabbing some. You're grabbing everything else I've seen or I've said. The door, the vault door, the walls that are coming out of the moon. Everyone over 10, you guys are looking around. You see these dead trees kind of around. And like while everyone else sees them, they catch your attention to the fact that as you look out across more of the horizon of the moon, scanning for creatures that might attack you or anything, there's none of these trees elsewhere. They're just around this, what you can assume is a building underground. Dr. Lin, you rolled over 20, you rolled a 28. You're looking around and you see very specifically what Zeha asked for in signs of struggle. You very oddly see 0 signs of struggle. Like you're like looking very specifically for it, like eyeballs everywhere, and you see none, and you're very confident that you see none.
Zeha, they don't. Well, this goes for everyone. There doesn't appear to be any sign of struggle whatsoever.
It's okay, Dr. Lin. I am the
Either-
captain. It's understandable.
Either what we're looking for is inside, or they went willingly.
It doesn't look suspiciously clear, does it? And you see her trying to like look at the ground like it's not been swept or something.
Or is
And
the storm
no,
kicking?
Yeah, and no, Dr. Lin, like there's no rain coming down. It's just a lightning storm, and no, it doesn't look like with your perception check, you're pretty confident that it's just a natural land formation. Like no one has gone over their own tracks. You're pretty confident about that.
Yeah, it just looks normal. Which, that could be suspicious considering everything.
True. All right. Well, shall
Are
we
we sure
get
this is the right place?
Yes, that's what Grace directed us to. And that was Starfinder intel, so I'm assuming this is their base. Looking
Let
over...
me send Wasp to the other side while we're over here. Maybe
You want him out
there's
in the...
something on the other walls.
You want him out in the electrical storm?
Oh, well, wait, no, it'll be all right.
Okay.
Is there any more of this structure that's above ground, or is it just this door and like entryway?
Just this door, and then like minor points of the walls that look like they haven't been evenly built, or maybe the ground is eroded a little. Like you can see like just a piece of the wall kind of sticking up here and there that lets you know the shape of the building. But otherwise, there's no other part of the structure that is above ground.
Okay, I'd like to have Wasp just take a pass and, just inspect the walls and have Moat look through while Wasp is doing this.
Sure. As Wasp takes a pass, give me an engineering check.
Don't fuck it up.
We'll go real dice.
Ooh.
22.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
You can tell that everything seems to be pretty stable, like in structure. You don't think like there's no signs of cave-ins that have ever happened around here. Therefore, it's pretty like solidly built kind of thing. You can also tell that on the other side, basically directly opposite of all of you, you see just points of jutting walls that seem to show you that you would assume that there was another entrance over there, but there's not. Therefore, you're kind of thinking like maybe that was a cave-in, or maybe it goes down further, like further even down than these walls do, because there's no walls that show even further than that.
So like a secondary level, like deeper underneath.
Basically, yes. And that would be up here where I'm being currently, directly to the north of where you guys are.
Awesome.
Moat would relay that information.
Okay. Well,
All right.
it's good to know. It's big and it goes deep. Let's get in there. Be careful, everybody. Can we get this door open now?
I should go first.
I don't disagree, but please, let's get a little less beat up than last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was perfectly fine.
Some of us will. Is it like lock the door? Was it? Can we just get in?
Tell me what you're doing.
Depending on what the door is, I will attempt to open it. If it's like keycard locked, I won't. But like,
It is a 45-degree angle vault door that has a keypad on it with numbers exposed up to 0 to 9. And yeah, like it has a handle and everything else. Looks like basically your natural vault door that probably needs a code.
Is it? Yeah, it's like a red
I'd rather
light showing
not
that it's
force
locked.
the seal.
No, I can.
There's no light showing that it's locked whatsoever.
Okay, well, to start, can I make a computer check to see if I can identify if it's currently locked or not?
Yes. Reminder, if you would like to. Reminder, I want to get this out here before we get into the super nitty-gritty. You can take 10. That means if you all stand around and take 10 minutes, you roll a 10 on the dice. You can take 20. That means if you all stand around and take 20 minutes, you roll a 20 on the dice. And you can still add your bonus and everything. That said, you can't do any of that stuff for anything that would be potentially harmful to you, like countermeasures or traps. You can't take a 20 on a trap. Like something that needs precision can't be take 20 on. All that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Further, anyone that knows any kind of hacking or like needs to know anything about computers, there are very specific rules for them. And actually, here I wrote something about them, and I'll pull them up real quick to tell you.
Yeah, they get nuts. It's really rough.
I better get into the
Okay.
nitty-gritty of it, because I'm gonna hack the shit out of everything.
Hack the planet.
This is the stuff that everybody would know on a flavor/mechanical level. So the base DC for a computer is 13 plus 4 times its tier. So 13 plus 4 for a tier 1, 13 plus 8 for a tier 2, etc., etc. To hack the system, this is what you need. You need to beat that DC. You can cut the time in half to hack the system to raise the DC by 5. To gain root access, it is that DC plus 20. Hacking the system gives you basic functions. Root access gives you basically everything. Root access does not... Go ahead.
Is there a way to determine by glance tiers? Like if someone is adept at hacking and has that as a skill, is there some check there?
Yeah, I'll give you guys a computer's check, and based on the check, I can give you the tier, or I'll give you a tier plus 1 minus 1.
Okay. Was there any?
Can we all roll that, or?
Anyone that has
17
computer.
on my aid.
It's not
Yeah.
time yet. Yeah, anyone that has computers, that is trained in computers, like has it as a trained skill, can roll that. But continue with the rules. To gain root access, it is that DC that I was just talking about, plus 20. To gaining root access does not give you the ability to eliminate countermeasures. All computers, or not all computers, but some computers are known to have countermeasures, whether that's a firewall, something that's going to trigger and just blow up the computer, erase all data, or alarm someone that's there. Some countermeasures everyone would know go off if you fail. Other countermeasures go off if you just attempt to access the system, even if you pass, even if you crit. To disable or manipulate the countermeasure, you have to gain access to the system, which is that 13 plus 4, blah, blah, blah. You have to hack the system. And then you have to disable, which is just a DC 10 check. Sorry, it's a DC 10 check if you have root access. If not, you have to make the hacking the system check again.
So when you gain access, do you identify countermeasures before they go off? If you're like you said, to disable countermeasures, you have to get access. So.
Yep. So, sorry. For countermeasures, it's a specific action that allows you to check if they're there, add them, delete them, etc. That check is the same numerically as hacking the system.
So I need to separately make a check if there's countermeasures, separately make a check to hack the thing and gain access, and then separately make a check to disable.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
If that's how you want to do it. Some people would just attempt to hack the system. If it's like a tier 1 computer at an Applebee's, you don't, like, they're not going to have a firewall that kills you. It's not going to pull out a pistol out of the computer mainframe and shoot you in the face.
You don't know.
These computers
You don't know.
Yeah,
everyone in
yeah.
the shop.
Actually, it depends on the Applebee's.
Here's your appetizer. Pew.
Okay, now, back to this. Can I make a check to identify the tier of this tech?
Yes. Anyone that is trained in computers can make me a computers check to identify this tier.
14.
17
25.
from me,
24.
and I was helping her, so.
Thanks.
All right. All of you assume that this door is a moat inductorlin, very specifically, but all of you talking assume that this vault door going into the base is a tier 2 like security system attached to it.
Okay.
Just to get rid of some of the checks, I'll go ahead and add, since Moat did make a 25, and that's slightly higher than what we were aiming for. I will tell Moat that you assume that while it is a tier 2 system, you also assume it does have countermeasures attached to it, though you don't know what they are.
So I'm assuming all of us are basically gathered
Alright.
around this thing and discussing it openly of like how we want to do this. So I will be the first to just kind of, after scanning it, ask, all right, should I just... Oh, actually, do we have Starfinder card we could just swipe? I glance
No.
back at the ship.
I'm not
Never
in
mind. It's
Starfinder.
probably should have been done earlier. Shall I attempt to gain access?
Does anyone want to knock first?
Yeah, try to open it before we do it.
I mean, we're here to help, so might as well knock, right?
Yes, but it
But
was
if there's
distress
trouble,
signal.
do we want to?
I mean, I
Ain't
suppose we'll
fair.
find the trouble either way, but let's just get.
Can you do a check to see if it's already been hacked? Is there a way of finding if there has been trouble? This
I mean,
would
we
be a
know there
place
has
to
been.
Check. But I mean, like the type of trouble.
Right.
Yeah, actually, I'll, with that question kind of coming up, Moat like gives another quick look at it, and you do think that the door, Moat, is openable. What, like the security has been bypassed in some way. You're not sure. You guys can do more checks to figure out. But with Eisen kind of asking that question, Moat gives another look real quick and does
yeah,
find out that it is openable.
Yeah, we could probably open it. There's something that's been bypassed here, so that's probably, probably doable. We can probably just go for the open, honestly. Just got to make sure we hit whatever the code is.
All right.
So if we can scrape that, then we're good.
Sure. Let's do that. Oops, sorry. Clicking a bunch of stuff, but I wanted to ask, how long does hacking typically take? Is it a take 10 type of action?
You can take 10. It is usually, so it's a full round action for a tier 1 computer. So it'd be 2 full round actions, like 12 seconds for a tier 2 computer. Then based on the GM, it can get exponentially harder. If you're just hacking the system, I'll go ahead and tell you how I'm doing it in my brain. Once you hit about tier 5, you're at a full minute.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, either way, I can do it in half the time. Because 4 hands make for light work. Okay, sorry.
And I should say you can never, as it says when you're four-handed, the thing with hacking, you can never get below a full action.
Certainly. So on that note, Tetsu or Moat, you seem to have been looking at the system well, but come look over this with me. So basically, I want to hack the system with some assistance.
Are we going to
Okay.
take
Can multiple
10 to
people
do
help,
this?
or
Doesn't taking 10 raise the DC?
No,
No.
it does not
Mm.
at all.
It just raises the time.
Yep, it just
it just gives
take,
you a flat 10 on the roll?
Yeah, you take 10 minutes and you have a flat 10. You can take 20.
So knowing it's a tier 2, that makes the DC at the very least 21.
21.
If I take 10, which gives me a 10 check plus my mod, I would be a 19. So with a successful aid, we can certainly try to do that, or I can roll.
I would also like to throw in there that you cannot aid somebody that is taking 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm
Then-
gonna roll. Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Natural.
Back.
Modal help.
What was
Wait,
that,
what-
Carrick?
what's that do?
Natural 1.
For on the aid.
Natural
No,
20 or
natural
what?
20 on the
Okay.
Okay.
I got real scared.
Well, alright.
Ooh.
Sorry, cut out.
4.
So I rolled a
good.
22.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, going quickly, you watch Zeha just all 4 arms kind of come out. She goes to work on this computer. Tetsu's like, no, this one right here. A lot of you are kind of helping. You're like, this one. And what are you exactly doing, Zeha? You're trying to hack the system?
Yeah, I'm trying to gain access.
Okay.
Not root access, just access.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's a little different. It's not like a computer, so I should say like gaining basic access would be.
Unlocking.
So for a computer, gaining basic access would be now you have access to its cameras, to its calculators, like that kind of like very basic
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm assuming
kind of
we're just
stuff.
unlocking it.
Right.
Yeah, for the door, I'm gonna say yes. Like you unlock it. You can't reprogram its code or anything, but you unlock it. Funnily enough, as you attempt to gain access and like try to unlock it, you know you did it correctly. Nothing happens.
Could be the
Tetsu.
countermeasures.
Try to open it. I think it might be open already.
Okay then. And Tetsu goes over and grabs the handle and slowly turns it.
You do, and it slowly turns, and like you're very worried about when it hits the bottom and you feel that resistance. You go to pull, and it begins. You feel like the pressure releasing, and it begins to open.
Yeah, no, that tracks. We just spend 20
well, yeah, that was
IRL
always the
minutes
time. Cool.
understanding hacking. We get in here, we hack, and it's open. It's been open.
It was a tutorial, guys. It was a
It
tutorial.
was.
It's all
It
good.
was.
We
And
didn't try the handle.
I promise, moving forward, we will not spend quite as long hacking. But it was our first time.
I don't believe you.
In character, we didn't spend that long.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
No.
true.
Out of character.
Yeah, in character, it's been all of about a minute.
I did suggest that it was possibly already open, but it's okay.
True, but we don't want to, open up traps or something.
You're the one who wanted to hack the door.
Okay. As you guys open the door, you hear that, and you feel that resistance kind of ease, Tetsu, as the door and the space beyond it kind of depressurizes. The door opens to these 5-foot wide metal stairs leading down approximately about 10 feet inside. You see on the walls what looks to be an almost luminescent type of fungus, except it's not giving off light. Like when the light hits it, it looks like it should be glowing, but as you like look deeper down into the hallway, it is pitch black in there. Remember that for anyone who doesn't have dark vision.
So actually, there's a question for me. I give off bright light. I can give off bright light in a 5-foot ring. What does that mean in terms of?
I assume it's similar to Pathfinder. If you give off bright light in 5 feet, you give off dim light up to 10 feet.
I mean, you can adjust it, right? Like you'd have to turn yourself brighter into a walking nightlight.
Yes.
Bright light.
Bright light.
So the thing is, I cannot turn myself off. It will always be like low light, but I can go low, dim, or bright. Whatever, like the 3 states of light, I can go between them.
Are we? Do you want to know what order, or can we just shuffle in carefully?
You can shuffle in wherever you want, but I will say that if anything happens, where you are on the map is where you are when it happens.
I would
Say
like
ha.
to be in the middle because I have like limited blind sense and I'm kind of gonna be blind past that.
Well, I would also like to not bring up the rear. That's fine, Dr. Len. Go ahead of me.
Eisen, would you like to take the rear? You are bright and I am
No, I
fine
think
in
he
the
needs to
dark.
be in front so that we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just managed
as
I just
Tetsu made it.
imagine. Sorry. I just imagine this talk like you guys are like, no, let's do this, and like watching where you are on the map. I just imagine like you guys are having to step out of the staircase to rearrange each
please,
other.
you.
No, do this here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
press up to the
Tetsu-
side and
Oh,
let him
goodness.
squish past me. The jellyfish.
Yeah. Like if
But-
Tetsu says that, Aizen will just look at him blankly of like, I'm not moving. Like he doesn't say anything. It's just like, I am going this way.
That's perfectly fine. So Dr.
But
Len,
as he
move yourself
does
on.
mention the lighting, a pair of quite bright lights shine from behind as some attached lights to Moat's mask kick on to provide some extra luminescence to everything. Make sure everybody can see.
Beautiful, thank you. That would be useful.
Let me know if I need to turn them off.
All right. Let's be careful. And just out of character, should it be Tetsu Aizen, Dr. Lin?
That's what I thought. If like Dr. Lin tries to push past me, like I am trying to be second in the line here.
You go ahead.
Okay.
I thought you wanted me to go there because there was a space in between.
No. Tetsu
Alright,
just keeps
so-
moving.
With enough bright light kind of shedded by Eisen and Wasp, we'll say that everyone can see at least within a 30-foot range. You guys can correct me if the rules are any different for your characters. As Tetsu comes up to the front here, what is revealed seems to be a four-way.
I don't know why, for some reason, I thought like you were saying a word that wasn't a word. Like, I was like, do you mean hallway? What do you mean four-way?
Yeah.
A four-way that you look to the west, and I'm using west as left and et cetera, but you look to the west, there is a door at the end of the hallway, a very large door, and then on the north side of the hallway, there's a small one. You see an exact mirrored version of that to the east, and then to the north, you see what looks to be a relatively normal-sized door.
Can I...
All right.
Quick
and
second, 'cause-
Tetsu's gonna relay this.
Yeah, just since knowledge checks are free, you said there was algae or whatnot on the walls?
There's some type of, like I said, when the light hits it and you guys are shining light now, it looks like it should be bioluminescent, like it kind of glows, but it's not. It's not shedding any light currently, but there's just in various spots kind of along the walls here.
Can I make a life science check to see if I know what these are?
Absolutely.
Okay, I will do that instead of accidentally opening File Explorer on my computer. 19!
Live science.
19.
All right. Kind of giving it a look over, Zeha. It is some sort of plant you've never seen before. And with your 19, I'll tell you that is, it's like a little odd. You're pretty studied on plants. You can kind of place it in the algae category, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Is it enough to just kind of know if it's dangerous or not, or just careful around it, or... You can say no. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, with your life science check, you're not sure. I can tell you by looking at it, it's easy to assume it's dangerous, but like how, you're not sure. Like if you touch it, you die. Like if you eat it, then it turns you green. Like you have no clue. It's very easy by color green, though to assume it's dangerous.
All right.
Man,
well.
would really suck if someone just turned green randomly. Just
That'd be
especially by
awful.
not intention. Be strange.
Especially if we're human. Definitely human. It'd be so weird.
Waffles is a killer GM, man.
You're gonna make me be green in 2 campaigns, one after the other.
Sidestep, you are green again.
I will just
Oh, I thought that was a joke about my camera.
I will just kind of conversationally, quietly to Dr. Len, kind of just chat about it. Be like, I'm not sure I've ever seen algae like this before. I'm assuming it's algae.
And, DM, do I think it is algae?
You can also give me a life science check if you wish.
Elbow the
Oh,
player.
you're
Hey,
too kind.
do you want to roll?
21.
You know basically the same thing, except you think you're probably more studied than she is, and you still haven't like heard of it or anything.
Rude.
Well, I mean, you're right. It does look like some sort of algae, but who knows what it does? It could turn you green for all I know. I'd recommend not eating it.
No comment. All right, so 4-way intersection. Where to?
Yeah, so Tetsu's gonna give like a rundown as he's walking like through his comm, but so that obviously it doesn't like audibly go out. But looking all directions, can I hear any noise?
Give me a
Any-
perception check.
Wait, can we hear
natural 16?
noise without atmosphere?
I mean, I assume the base has atmosphere.
It was pressurized.
So we closed it behind us?
So
Sure.
Did you close it
I would
behind you?
imagine so.
Okay,
I imagine there's an airlock.
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
There's not an airlock. I'll tell you that.
I don't believe
That
that when
seems
you open a
fine.
door without a second door to pressurize, I don't think it's just going to pressurize the whole place every time the door opens.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
future. Come on.
Magic is a thing here, to be fair.
That's true.
24. Or 20. No, 23.
Okay. Listening, you don't hear any sounds. To kind of, with your 23, I'll tell you, you are listening very quietly, and like Eisen steps off the last step, and you hear it, which leads you to believe that once the door was closed, this place repressurized.
What the fuck?
Okay. Seems terrible
Magic.
design.
I'm sure it's a horrible design.
They all die of oxygen deprivation. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Tetsu
Take your suit
We'll
off.
die of oxygen.
Oh, it's pressurized, guys.
deprivation, I think.
I know.
Tetsu's gonna take a look to the left and kind of just go that way, and just start
Okay.
pick a direction.
And Tetsu did say he relayed the information to you, so you all know that there's a east and a west kind of mirrored to each other, and a north that ends in a door.
And so far, there's
Yeah.
no signs of like a scuffle, correct?
Yeah, so far there are 0 signs of a scuffle.
I'm going to...
Are we checking doors?
Yeah, I'm hesitant to be alone, but can we... is it wide enough for 2x2?
You'd be squeezing.
Two of
which
me.
Basically, to move out of that area is going to be difficult terrain kind of thing. But you can definitely... It basically, like, think human-wise, you'd be shoulder by shoulder. Like, you'd be literally touching the other person's shoulder.
I'm just staggered around the corner, around the intersection. I have my back towards the group, and I'm keeping an eye around us.
Okay.
Should I enter doorways?
Yes, let's. We want to check the whole place.
Mm-hmm.
Tetsu's gonna open this first door and like test it to see if it is unlocked, and then try to open it.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Mechanically?
Are they by chance labeled?
Ooh, 26.
There are 0 labels
Jeez.
on any of the doors.
Can I ask
Yeah, now I
mechanically
roll
if
well.
we're stealthing or not? Like, do we actively as a group want to stealth?
You can ask. I mean, if you want to as a group stealth, tell
I'm
me.
asking the group.
And I'm fine with it.
I'm open to that.
I
Armor
figured
makes it difficult.
I don't have the best stealth at all, but I figure we might as well try.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to, I guess.
Everybody give me a stealth roll as your group stealth throughout
Ooh.
the whole
16.
area.
Moat turns the lights
Wow.
off.
I stumble.
11.
Ooh.
Oh no, I
natural
need
20.
I need the light.
14?
I need the light to see. So
You can
How
still
are
see me.
Eisen and I?
Yeah,
Eisen provides
can't-
light. You're fine.
yeah. You
you
can
can't
see
stealth
me.
with bright lights for sure.
Yeah, my lights are bright. So
Yeah, I would dim myself as like
but
I
if
would
you're
be low
dim,
light.
then I can't see if I'm not 5 feet from you.
You can
Do
you
see up
want
to
to
10
stealth
feet
or not?
from him. That's it.
Yeah, you can only see 10. Like yeah.
Uh,
That,
let me see
I'm
if I
thinking
can make
maybe
my.
Okay,
Yeah,
can we
number
skip
stealth.
stealthing so I can see?
okay.
Okay.
I think that's gonna take priority.
Either
Fair
way, it was a
enough,
natty
then.
one, so. Cut the bright light. We go to stealth, and I'm like, oh, Moat, sorry, I need the light.
Yeah, flavorfully, Moat cuts his lights and Zehao trips immediately. It's like, what?
Being that they can still hear that.
Oh, great.
Oops.
Oh my god.
Tetsu, as you go to check the door, seems fine. You open it, it is a restroom.
It's a lavatory.
I found a toilet.
That's lovely. Did you search it? Get really in there behind that
I-
lavatory.
Just walked down the hallway, ignoring her.
And I'll go ahead and tell you, like with Moat's engineering skills and anyone's basic engineering skills, that you can assume the other shapes that are very similar is also a restroom.
So that would be the door down the hallway on the other side.
Yes.
Perfect.
Question.
Moat will make the lights that they provide be the 50-foot radius version. So the way that the things work is basically either it increases light level by 1 step in a 100-foot cone or in a 50-foot radius. So
Okay.
Moat will do it in a radius to avoid unnecessary lighting.
Kids.
Yo, Wasp is crazy.
I'm
No,
an
this is
idiot.
Wasp. This is Moat's a modification on Moat's utility.
I
Okay.
completely
Jacket.
forgot that I have dancing lights. But
I
not
would.
using it.
Oh.
Tetsu, you're
Uh,
at this large door in the west. Eisen, you have a question.
Yes. As part of my, even though we rolled stealth and I can roll it again, can I just keep stealth up as like a trap deterrent of like I'm just watching where I keep my like step in case of like turrets coming down from the ceiling or yada yada.
Yeah. I'll say yes, like you're like flavorfully you're watching yourself, but right now, and you would know this, Tetsu would be the one to trigger any traps, and if he triggers it and you're in the line, you're still caught.
Okay. That's fine.
Like him being in front means he's the one that has to watch out for things right now. If he steps on it, then very unlikely, and I'll just tell you mechanically in Pathfinder, or Starfinder, very unlikely he's gonna bypass a trap and you're gonna step on it.
Right. I mean, I'm fine with that.
you're
If he takes the shockwave first, I assume is satisfied. So. You know.
For sure.
If Tetsu gets hit by a giant trap, I am happy.
I'll take it too.
He just won't admit that he pushed Tetsu into it.
No.
Yeah.
He just didn't point it out.
All right, Tetsu, you're at this large door to the west.
I open it, or well, I'm gonna check it to see if it's locked and trapped and all the usual stuff.
Okay,
And
give
it's
me a
20.
perception check 20. Looking it over, doesn't seem to be locked. Give it a very quick look over from what you can see. Doesn't seem to be trapped. You gotta open it, and you die. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. I'll reveal the room.
Roll a dex save.
I will
embrace
also,
it.
on the comms, just kind of mention, as Moat noticed, there is a deeper level in the back. So I completely agree with scanning everything, but if we do need to, if we get short on time, we should probably just go down towards the back.
Are we short on time?
No, I'm just saying.
And you open the door to a room that shows an ornate table almost overflowing with different types of papers and ink and quill. 2 speakers sit on either side of the table, while a bookcase hugs the eastern wall. In the very south of the room, a screen lights part of the room with bright bluish light showing 10 different rectangles on the screen. Each of these rectangles show a different scene of what look to be quite small rooms with beds, chairs, and time just ticking in the upper right-hand corner of each of these rectangles.
Does it look like, as I step into the room, can I get an immediate vibe of what type of research this is? Like, is it cells? Is it experiments?
What are you checking? Are you just the overall feel of the room?
Yeah, looking at the TV and what it's displaying.
Yeah, looking at the TV and what it's displaying, it's quite easy to see that it's. You can assume it's cells or experiments. Like it's definitely along that line of thought process because it is 10 different rooms showing just like beds and chairs and like places that people would stay.
Okay, I'm.
Glancing over the table, similar question. Like, does it kind of give me a hint of what this is all about? Or a
That'll
scientific
take some time of like actually reading.
Well, I have
Okay, I'll
a
start
ability
skimming.
that I was trying to. Sorry. So I'm gonna step up to the screen, and I'm going to kind of just my hand in front of it. I just look over it, and I'm gonna quick scan, which is I pass my hand in the air near the data source, and I get general information as what information is stored in it. So I don't know if this is being recorded or if there's any like storage on it, but I just want to get an idea of like what this is recording.
I'll tell you very openly that there is 0 data stored.
Okay.
And you know that like this is a screen and the everything that is recording it and stuff is housed elsewhere.
Okay. Perfect.
Go ahead.
Oh, just let me know, anybody, if you find any data storage.
I found paper.
Yes, less interested in that.
Well, the paper isn't anything like valuable, right? Like, or
Looks like research books.
Yeah, I mean it would literally take like a minute or two to begin to look at it. Like you can't just glance and see what it is, but
Yeah.
it definitely looks like somebody was here watching a screen writing down something.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
and I'm
go,
just
take a
taking that
look.
minute to kind of get a gist.
Yeah, I'll look through the bookcase.
Yeah, I would help
Okay.
on the bookcase.
All right.
While they're doing that, Moat is going to turn around, switch the light to a 100-foot cone, and try to get some light shed on the opposite end of the tunnel, and send Wasp over there to take a look.
Okay.
Is anybody keeping an eye out?
Zeha. Sorry. Go ahead.
What is Dr. Lin doing?
he's just kind of standing there looking at the screen for the moment. I was gonna ask a question when I get the chance.
You got the chance. Go.
Okay, I got the chance. Looking at the like cells, does it look like there are any like scratch marks on the interiors or anything that would suggest they had people that weren't happy to be there?
Ew, asking the tough questions.
Give me a life science check.
Are you torturing
I
people,
do.
Waffles?
23.
God, his rolls.
Looking over the cells, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them.
Okay.
And as you continue to look over them, you just stare at these screens and these different rectangles. You watch the time. It ticks, it ticks, it ticks. And you're sitting here watching the cells, and something odd, whether it's a second ticking and somebody moves within a cell. Like I was about to say, I don't know if I said it, I should say there's like humanoids in some of these cells. But
Oh.
somebody moves within a cell. Doesn't
Oh.
add up to the time. Like the seconds are ticking normally, yet the movement looks slightly slow to you. Something ticks in your head in your bill that these are fake. This is a fake feed.
I don't think this isn't real. Whatever they're broadcasting here, it's probably pre-recorded.
In that case, Eisen, if you're going to look through the bookcase, you keep doing that. I'm going to instead, hearing this, look around to see if there's a way to, like, switch feeds. Like, if there is a hidden feed that needs to be turned on. Like, this is the screensaver, and the real info is somewhere else.
Right.
Give me a computer check real quick.
Sure. And I know a lot of people were doing stuff, so we can go through everybody.
For sure. Yeah, we'll do your computer check, and then we're going to pop back to everyone else.
It's an 11.
You don't see any way to switch the feed here. You do see wires that run underground and towards the east. So, like, towards the other side of the building.
East, northeast, or east-east, where Moat is?
Like, hard east. Like, where Moat and Wasp are, kind of. Like, they're just pulled, like, you can see them kind of being pulled underground towards the east. Like, straight right.
Okay. Everybody can be under the assumption that any information that the GM is telling me, I'm sharing. I don't feel like keep saying, I tell everybody this.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically tell me if you're not sharing something.
Exactly.
Eisen, you move up to the bookcase. Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh, you found the trap.
Uh-oh.
Sadly, with my armor, it's a +0.
Okay.
You're dead, kid.
That's not horrible.
Just roll a nat 20, you're fine.
Sayonara.
14, not horrible.
Yeah.
14 with a +0 ain't bad. You got to pick up a book, and you feel like the back fourth of the book just crumble. And you're kind of looking over it. It's got this greenish hue to it. It doesn't seem dangerous or anything. Like, you don't think it's about to explode in your face. But you're looking over it, and it's very hard to pick up this book without it disintegrating and just, like, disappearing in your hand.
Got it.
Wait, a greenish hue? It's the algae, guys. Get out of
It's the
here.
algae. Nobody touch
It
anything.
eats paper.
Yeah, so I will say this room has been
Nerd.
compromised by something.
It's a bookworm. Okay, sorry.
Are
Mo,
the papers on the table doing the same?
Ooh.
no, they're not.
It's not touching
So
the wall.
you can give. Yeah. What are you doing with the papers on the table, Tetsu? You're just gonna begin to look through them.
Yeah, I was just scanning to see like any vague idea of what that screen is displaying or who's researching here or just basic cursory information.
Okay. Give me a life science or a medicine check.
I'm gonna do
Which one?
medicine. Man, I am popping off 25.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You kind of reading through these papers, you see multiple notes of very long-winded explanations of experimentation on the atmosphere and something called the adaptation serum. And it is just like days on weeks on years. Like you skip 10 pages and you see what looks to be AG 321. Skip 10 more pages, AG 325. And it looks like this kind of experiment has been going on for a while, and everything you see is about the atmosphere and how it can change.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of grab up the books and mention to Dr. Lin that he might want to read these later.
Do you mention what you saw in them, like the stuff about the?
Yeah, I'm
adaptation serum?
kind of saying what Syrup said. I'm explaining what
Len
I'm saying.
jumps towards you and tries to grab them out of your hand.
Whoa, what?
Kind of pull back and go.
Just give me a moment. Give me a moment.
I'm bringing them. I don't.
If I
don't
look through them,
understand.
is it anything like the research I've done before on adaptation?
Ooh.
Or at least a similar concept?
Give me a life science or medicine check.
And meanwhile, can I sense motive
Okay.
on Dr. Len?
Sure thing.
Now, can I roll culture instead? Because of my thing.
have you
Natural 20 for
cultured them out?
32.
Dear
Oh
God.
my God,
Dear
Dr.
God.
Lane.
Lord.
Varso,
I'm
what
built
did you do
different.
with Roll20? What agreement have you made that you haven't
So-
told us?
Roll20 might be
Roll20 hack client.
Roll20 might be sponsoring us, but Parso's paying them off.
Maybe what's
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
here is
Cycle
Roll20
life.
is just sponsoring Varso. We're the byproduct.
Yeah.
Anyways, I can't remember.
Uh,
Did I successfully pass a culture check on Scyphozoans?
I don't remember that you have. I would suggest keeping a tally list, obviously, of cultures that you do, but I honestly don't remember that you have, like, successfully passed one on Cypher Zones.
I think you
will-
attempted but failed.
Okay, I will not, but I will say that like any downtime moving forward, I very likely would be spending like every day, because I think I can do it once a day, culture checks on our crew. So at the very least, I know each other as we get to know each other. I'll flavor it that way, like as we get to know each other better. But
Absolutely. I'll remind you that the culture checks are all about, like, race, like the actual sentient alien race, than more themselves. So people like Greys or Scyphozoans are going to be much harder. Even like Eisen. Like, honestly, your whole
Actually, your
crew is
whole
going to be
party.
quite
you're all
hard.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, your entire party are very weird. And so, like, while you can try it every day and absolutely remind me, and we will let you roll every day, it's probably going to take a little bit.
I hear that. The way in my brain, the way that I've like done this ability, we call it espionage knowledge. Spoilers. But when, like we said, when actively probing, because I know this is kind of something that we homebrew. This is one of Waffles' awesome homebrew stuff. But we said when actively probing a living organism, you may roll a culture check instead of a normal sense motive, provided that you've succeeded on a culture check against that culture. So I completely understand it's against like the race as a whole, but I assume the more time I spend with people of that race, I can pick up more of what's their personality and what is their habits. Hopefully that'll make a difference.
Yeah. I got that in my head. I got minor pluses and minuses for that person. And then, like, basically you're studying Dr. Lin as a culture first and as a person second. And so when you succeed, you'll have like some major pluses to Dr. Lin versus some minor pluses to all Scyphozoans in the world.
I trust you, GM. I mean, yes, GM.
Nope.
Big Daddy Space Master.
I don't want her probing me.
No, that's Mo. Don't worry. That's
Yeah.
Mo
Mo's
already
job.
did that like a few times in your sleep. It's fine.
We're not just
You
our
can't
races,
prove
damn
that
it.
in a
We're
court of law.
individuals.
Can't
We
prevent
have
it
our
from all.
own quirks.
Anyways, all right. So I will do just a flat sense motive, which is a 12, which is pretty good actually.
Okay. I will tell you, and feel free to correct me, Dr. Lin, that you see him visibly get more upset than like he has, and not like upset, not like he's about to kill Tetsu, but like he reacts in a way that you haven't seen him. Like he jumps towards the papers. That's what, like, you see literally his actions. You don't like his face clearly doesn't show emotions or anything, but you notice it.
This is weird.
Like you
Poor face.
get it. You get that these papers are somewhat important to him. It even more so than probably a KFAC attacking.
What you doing, Dr. Lin?
Yeah, Dr.
With that
Lin made
natural
the
20?
natural 20 medicine check. Dr. Lin, you're looking over the papers. Yes, it's not in any way how you would have ever applied the serum to anything.
Serum.
And it is very off-putting. It's almost like it's encrypted to you as you're like reading over it. It doesn't seem like an experiment that your serum would ever be able to handle, yet you're drawing conclusions from it like this is the Da Vinci Code or something. Like you're like math in the right plus math in the left equals this paper. All right.
He's the meme
Yeah,
with
okay.
everything swirling around his head.
Basically,
Exactly.
yes. He's like this line of text plus this line of text on 4 years down the road makes sense that it's my serum.
So after taking the papers, he just kind of folds up all the ones he has in his hand, like very aggressively, and shoves them away.
Is everything all right, Dr. Len?
We need to. It's fine. It's fine. We just need to keep exploring here.
Do you want us to collect the rest of the papers that you're so eager to hold on to?
Tetsu
Yes,
pulls the
and he
book
starts
closer.
like, just pulling
Just
as
scooping
many
it
as
all
he
in.
can. Like he will literally stuff his bag chock full of papers.
Perfect.
While
And-
everyone is specifically looking at Dr. Len, I think that like if the camera can slightly see eyes in the background, you can see that he is also has a look on his face, but no one's like because of Dr. Len's outburst, no one is looking in his direction, so no one can really see that he is like definitely looking at these things in detail and very highly interested, but he's trying to like play it cool and just like he's in the background, nothing's happening.
Sure. Moat with Wasp on the other side. Is there anything specific you're doing? Are you trying to get through the door? Are you just looking at it? What's up?
Oh, it's a door. Yeah, in that case, Moat would basically just be standing still, holding the, having the lights projecting down the hallway, and then would be looking through Wasp controlling manually, and would use Wasp to basically jack in and try to open the door and take a look inside there, just to kind of see what's up.
Okay. Unlike spaceship doors, you attempt to get Wasp to jack in, and as Wasp attempts to open this door, it is one part electronic, one part mechanical, and like Tetsu can corroborate when you come back in the room, if you come back in the room and say something, but Wasp doesn't have like the mechanical strength or weight to open this door. You can tell that the door is open and not locked, yet Wasp cannot push it open. It is some sort of pressurized heavy metal door type thing.
Rats. In that case, are there any sort of potential like air ducts or anything like that around that Wasp might be able to, sneak around in?
Looking around, there are 0, which also strikes you as odd. But knowing that this whole thing is a pressurized laboratory kind of makes sense as well.
I think it's clear that there are 2 things happening here. What they're trying to show us, or the general public that walks through here, whatever general public does, and what they're actually doing here. Before we continue down up there, I think we should go back to the other side and see where these cables lead, because that's what's connected to the monitor.
Agreed. If this is all just for show, I'd rather get to the heart of it and be done.
Did you find anything
what
in the
did I
books?
They're crumbling to pieces, he says as he looks over to Moat and shakes his head no.
And I will tell you, Ivan, like what you can see is that, like you made a good sleight of hand. Like the back fourth of the book kind of broke off. Looking over them, they are medical books on various alien sentient races. So like there's a book on Kasathas, there's a book on humans, on androids, on like dwarves, as rare as they are. Like there's a book on like just various alien races here.
Damn it, I want to read all these.
Is it alphabetical? Does it seem like it was organized?
It actually seems very oddly, like chaotically organized, and you get the sense that like they're all put there very clearly in a spot. You like there's no dust around a book that was moved, yet there's no organizational system that you see to them.
You said
Before, I will repeat that. Yeah.
you said that it crumbled, but those papers are. How old is this place? Can I investigate this and see like why these would be crumbling when there's paper here that's perfectly fine?
Yeah, anyone that wants to can give me an intelligence or a life science if you're trained.
At 26.
Gee.
Good lord.
Natty 20 through 28.
Easy.
Take that, Barso.
I like how Dr. Lynn rolled a
just got
natural
lucky,
15.
So
Yeah, it got so much like higher mod than me.
Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of looking and talking it over. This place cannot have been old, especially if a distress signal came from directly here. But like the feed's going, the feed is at live time. The last entry in the papers were all of 4 days ago. Like the place itself, you don't think someone could have lived here for even a month in these situations. Like you guys are in spacesuits. So how old is this place, including the algae on the walls? Maybe 3 days. You don't think that things should deteriorate this quickly.
All right, I'm pretty sure. So, do I see like algae on the books?
Yeah, you see that the bookshelf was pushed up against the wall, and like everything's beginning to kind of climb over it.
Okay. This algae is not supposed to be here, and I'm pretty sure it's corrosive in some fashion. So let's not touch it, and let's move down the hall.
My deduction that we shouldn't eat it was correct. Okay.
You should not take off your space helmet and put the algae in your mouth.
Put the algae in
You're
my
about my
mouth.
dad.
You can't say I wasn't right, so...
For the second time, Eisen gives Dr. Len that look of like, is that a medical like is that something in the medical concern of like people doing often of like, I'm just gonna eat this.
Yes.
Light bulbs would say yes.
You should see some of Waffles' characters in a different campaign. That's all they do.
That's true.
Hey, Tetsu, you gotta open this door. Wasp can't get it. Come on.
I can open it.
Okay.
And he'll
as
just
you guys-
walk straight down the door. Hall.
I
All right.
will.
When you get,
I'm gonna
Hold
check the
on.
bathroom though.
please stop moving so much. All right, I'll keep you guys in the same order that you were, but if we keep jumping around, obviously people are gonna get caught here. Moat, you can move to the back where you were in order. Tetsu, as you're coming down the hallway.
Moat was gonna go up further this time.
Okay.
Since it was a separate thing. So
For sure.
Moat would be next to Tetsu.
Okay. And if you think you'd be on the other side of the hall, feel free to place yourself there or something. Like if you were like leading them down, being like, come check this door or something. I'll trust you guys to place yourselves wherever you
Okay.
want.
I just wanted to make a comment as before all of this, like in characters that I would have mentioned as we started heading down the hallway to Moat, as just a very side comment of, yes, we do all want to be ready and available when we open doors together.
That is where we are going.
And as Tetsu's like, that is where we are going, you guys hear to the north this door just flies open, swings against the wall like rather hard, and you hear this
Uh-oh.
and you hear
Robot daddy?
intruders. Intruders,
No intruders.
not intruders, not intruders, and that's where we'll take a break.
No.
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 I
Come
know.
on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Uh,
crap.
Oh crap. No
Alright, let's
intruders.
fire waffles.
Yeah.
Fire me.
Okay. Wait, yeah, no, I'm scared for my life. Glad I'm in the back. I say that now, but there's like an open door behind us, so by no means am I safe.
From
But
out of the bathroom comes.
Yeah.
no, down the hallway around the corner from the
swamp
research
monster.
papers. But anyways, let's take a break. We'll be right back, so please stick around. And thanks for hanging out with us so far. We hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see you in like a couple minutes. BRB. Okay, we're back. We're still alive.
We're about to teach these robots a lesson.
Let's
Yeah,
get
we're
ready
not
to
intruders. You're the
rumble.
intruder.
No, we,
So,
we
like,
are,
as you guys
we
are moving down the
intruders.
hallway, you just watch this door fly open. Intruders. Intruders. And this robot's just beginning to like make its way down the hallway.
Mo,
Making my way
they
down
opened the
there.
door for you.
Everyone can
Round
give
door.
me that big fat initiative roll.
Oh, why did I think it was down the other hallway? I'm real stupid
Oh, me too.
this entire time. No, I
16?
don't want to roll initiative. I'm scared.
Ooh.
Well,
I
got
will
14.
take a nice little 16. All right.
I'll take that 18.
Natty one.
Crispy
Natty
13.
one.
Zeha's
moment, Zeha
15th
moment.
natty one.
Honestly,
You said you were scared.
I'm fine with this. Yeah, no, she like jumps at the sound of this, but I don't need to be at the
Oh,
beginning
no,
of the
no.
initiative.
Go on ahead.
Oh, no, it's alright. I'll stay
Eisen,
here.
click your token and reroll.
I am clicking my token. Maybe something weird happened.
Bam, 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 bam,
I
bam.
need Eisen on initiative. Bow, 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 bow.
I'm excited for battle music. Let's go.
Let's go.
Did it get on this time?
No,
think
it
so.
didn't.
I clicked it. I did it.
Click off of it and do
Are
it
you
again.
clicking initiative? It looks like you are.
Yes, I am.
Captain,
You're
not
on
Captain.
the wrong token.
Space Master, can you do it
What
on his behalf?
What do you mean? I'm on the wrong token? Did I grab it from the wrong sheet? Watch me have grabbed it from the wrong sheet. Okay.
Haha.
I'll just enter it. It's fine. What was your first roll? 18?
18 something, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, I only had access to one, so no. Just something weird is going on.
All right. It's added. We're good. We're in it. We're here to fight.
Are we? Can we just go like just party in the bathroom instead?
Smash face.
Nah, I'm sick of diplomacy. This thing's dying.
We're here to fight.
Dr. Lin has
Unless
some
you don't
discretion
want
to
to
get
do-
up.
Diplomacy.
It's a robot.
So, because Tetsu and I are both big boys, if I try to attack this thing,
Big boy.
Tetsu will not be able to get past me to actually punch it. So I'm just going to hold my action until it gets in range of my ability to cut space and time from a distance.
Okay. Are you holding your action or are you delaying your entire turn?
I am holding my action to attack. I'm
If only you
specifically...
could, Joe, go on either side of it in the hallway.
Well, I assume that Tetsu's going to go next, or soon enough that like things will go punchy.
I should explain what y'all see. So, like, as this thing comes through the door, Tetsu and Moat, you see probably is what, like a cheaper version of a patrol class security robot, but it is this very, like, iRobot type of frame where everything's just kind of white. It has limbs, but then it has this, dang, my brain is blanking. What is...
Gatling gun?
Kinda, yeah, but what's the like the
Washing
fighter
machine.
armed
Doc Ock.
villain? And yeah, Doc Ock, there you go. It has like this Doc Ock type of arm coming out with a Gatling gun behind it.
No, no, thank you.
No.
Actually, Waffles, is it possible that I could take the fill the space where Moat is without like pushing him or crushing him, or is he taking that whole foot square? Like,
You'll still be squeezing.
but could I go
There's
here?
There's almost like a third hallway.
You can
Oh.
go there, yeah, and you'll still be squeezing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, you and him are squeezing. So like, if either of you want to move, that first move is going to be difficult terrain, so it's going to be like double your movement. But other than that, you're fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Moat, it is your turn.
All right.
Bam.
Does this thing seem like it's, well, it says intruders, but
Not an intruder.
can Moat do an engineering check to see? Does this thing seem like it's battle damaged or potentially malfunctioning, basically getting ready to collapse on itself to fail?
Sure, give me an engineering check.
Ooh.
28.
No, it doesn't look like it has been touched.
Huh. Okay. Well, I hope this thing can't really shake off electricity well. Moat pulls out their pulse caster and fires off a shot.
All right.
Forgot I have to actually, fire off a shot.
It doesn't
Barso,
just
do
do it
sound
when you
effects,
say
please.
it.
12.
Oh, hold on, I got this.
No, I meant your. Yeah. Ooh, 12.
Super
Alright,
delayed fire
12.
shot.
12 super delayed fire shot for Varso. I heard it. It's super low. It went. And it was about as damaging as that. It went, and it kind of just blasted itself around the chassis of this robot and did nothing. Did not leave a scratch behind.
Did it hit or did it just not hit?
Mechanically, it did not hit. Flavorfully, it hit the robot and did 0 damage.
Moat hit a portion of the hull that was well guarded and grounded against electricity.
Basically.
Something like that.
It was a good shot, like a solid center mass shot, but it just unlucky.
That does
Yeah,
not
it's gonna
work
work on
as
that.
hard as-
Other than that, Wasp will move up into the air and hover towards the ceiling with its injector pistol pointing towards the robot, ready to go if it needs to make a shot.
Okay.
Okay, the shot.
Sounds good to me. Trying to see all the crazy things this thing can do.
Needler pistol is what I meant to say.
Happen.
I have questions.
This thing's so cool.
No, just let it die
Yeah.
before it touches
Oop,
us. Just
son.
oop, it collapsed. It tripped and it can't get up.
Sure.
No,
what are
I
your
wanna
questions?
stab it.
Why I look up everything cool?
Well, while you're looking up everything cool, I'm just very curious if Tetsu, do you define your fists as your weapon? Is it a
Yes.
weapon?
I mean,
Wink,
it is
wink.
a weapon,
Okay, cool.
and you've seen him use the fist predominantly.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know, he's not limited. He's not so limited as you people.
Okay. Well, this thing is going to begin to move up. So Wasp is like here in the hallway.
Rip,
In the
rip
ceiling.
wasp.
Yeah, Wasp is floating like about a foot away from the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah. Then it just walks under Wasp.
Before it gets
And-
that close, I would cut it from a distance.
You will
As it-
attempt to cut it. Give it to me.
will
You can certainly try. Is the what translation
Give
that I
it to
just
me,
heard?
baby.
Maybe eventually, maybe.
Maybe. Roll 20.
You
Roll
rolled
20?
0.
Come on,
so
Tony.
there you go.
It's your internet. Don't like roll 20.
Yeah.
Now.
It's going slow. I clicked it.
Now.
I clicked it.
It's cool.
Just
It's cool.
kidding.
Let's
Now.
go into a philosophical discussion of what the definition of weapons are.
Nope.
No? Anybody? No takers?
Are you sure your full attack or not did not pop up on your screen?
No, nothing has popped up yet. I apologize.
Uh,
My sheet seems to be.
If it was, I know you just had some technical difficulties on break. If you had the sheet open from before then, I would close it and try to open it again, see if it just needs to reconnect.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Sorry about
I'd
this,
say
guys.
click it 10 more times.
No, that's
Technical
fine. We'll give you
difficulties.
we'll give you a second, and if it continues
go.
to do,
Now it popped
I
up.
will roll.
So, held action cannot be a full attack, correct?
I believe so.
It cannot.
Submit.
Oof.
The natural
10.
4 for a
Yeah.
10. You
Unlucky.
let your longsword just come out. Really quick slice, like while it's at long range, comes out of your sheath, slices across it, and you just tip it. Just get a little tipper, just a tip. You watch it tip across it like much like if it was flesh, you would have actually cut into it. It doesn't leave a scratch.
My favorite thing about Aizen's attack is that his damage type is S.
It is.
Slash.
Man.
I deal 8.
It's like you tried to key the
damage.
car and just forgot to pump out the key so that it actually worked.
Among having Aizen and Moat miss it, this robot walks up, slams down, turns its back to Aizen and Moat,
How dare.
Wise.
Oh, don't do
How
like a
dare-
long chain lightning
no,
attack
you
here,
can
please.
do-
And you watch out of its chest this kind of just like pulsating electric energy just
No!
shoots down a line. I need
What
everybody. Hold on, first of all, I'll roll the attack.
what did I just say
Rick.
not to do, Waffles?
That's definitely not right? No, that's right.
What?
Oh God.
What?
What are you doing?
There's a
Yeah, the
28
rolled
hit
low.
all of you.
All of me? Including me?
All of you. 28 EAC.
Of course, a 28 hits us.
Yeah.
Including Moat and myself, or just
No, just those three. It turned its back to you. It's just shooting down the hallway.
okay.
It thinks
Bye.
these three are more of a threat. So
So technically,
Yes,
I am.
right.
My soul has left my body, so I'm not technically there. It's fine.
oh, okay. That means you're dead.
Very
dead.
likely, you joke, but I just survived radiation for this to get me. What's the damage?
You all take 5 electricity damage.
7, and now I need to make a fortitude save.
The funny
Alright.
part,
I, funnily enough, need everyone to make a fortitude save.
No,
Oh, shit.
Waffles.
Oh no.
So I need to make 2,
Stop.
right?
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
actually,
Dr.
Waffles,
Len
is
is
this
an insulator.
Waffles, is this natural or magical?
It is magical.
Ooh.
18, baby.
7 points of damage.
I'm counting it magical for those that want to email and tell me I'm dumb. Please do. But it is held within the body of this robot. It is not natural like electricity for the purpose of the homebrew that I've given Tetsu.
Does a natural 20 fortitude save work?
Atta boy.
So,
There you go.
I can do one
Does
thing.
the Eisen, Moat, and Wasp all need to make the save as well?
no, you didn't get hit.
That's a 4
Cool.
4 fortitude if you care.
And then 18 for Dr. Len.
And I
All
made
right.
my android save.
Eisen and Dr. Lin, you're fine. Zeha,
I know.
you're stunned.
Electricity poisoning.
Okay. I was expecting more damage.
Looks like I'll be getting the bathroom, Zeha.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
he just pushes Zeha out of the way towards the robot as he flees into the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Man, oh
And he
man.
jumps into the toilet and escapes through the drainage system.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He just goes through the shower drain, just like a jelly, just zoop.
I do
It's
want
not
to
how he
say
works at all.
thank you to
You don't
Roll20
know
for
that.
having the conditions just there so I can just click it and it does stuff and I don't have to look it up.
It helps.
To remind you what stunned is, you drop everything you're holding, you can't take actions, and you're flat-footed.
Flat-footed.
Get wrecked.
Flat-footed. Check it and see. Dr. Lin, your turn.
Yeah, Dr. Lim.
Okay,
Go run away into the bathroom. It's fine.
Yeah, all right.
Leave me
See
here,
you,
Dad.
Zeha. Actually, first, with my move action, Len's going to point like his arm and use the little like screen and camera embedded in that to take like a flash of the robot. And I'm going to use my custom micro lab to pretty much like scan this thing to try to figure out what it is. That means I get to take a 20 on an identification check, and with my plus 10 to physical science, it's a 30. So,
Okay.
What do I learn?
Does it mean, is that any identification check in the world? Like, even if you're not trained?
Well, it just says, as a move action, I can target a creature within my line of sight and attempt a special skill check to identify it. If it's living, this is a life science check. If it's unliving, this is a physical science check.
Okay, then it's physical science for sure. And it's still a 30?
Yeah.
Of
OP.
course it is.
All right.
I don't understand. your
you know,
rolls.
yeah, you know, I mean, he gets to take 20 out of it. And he's
What roll?
basically freaking, yeah, I'm not going to go there.
Bones. Dr. Bones.
Yeah.
Dr. Bones. You get, so, you know, this is a relatively low grade, but like it's still up there. Patrol class security robot. It is a construct. It has construct type immunities, which means it's mindless. It can't be poisoned. It can't be put to sleep, like that kind of stuff. It has all of them, and if anyone asks, like, can it be this, I'll let you know. Weaknesses, it is vulnerable to critical threats, mechanically.
Okay.
What's that mean?
That if it takes a crit, it's going to take 50% plus more damage.
50 whole damage points.
50 whole damage. You do a
Weakness
crit for
50.
2 damage, and it takes 50 more.
Sounds
Okay.
fair.
That's good.
Imagine.
No, but if you do 8 damage on a crit, it takes 4 more kind of thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, and that's really all you know. It's dangerous up close. It's dangerous very far.
Wow,
It is meant to keep things out of places.
So
then
what you're saying is
Len,
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting to put this together. All right. Len relays this as he pushes past the stunned Zeha.
You don't even save me.
Well, I can't do anything. Use my move action. Could I
No, it's
grab her and move her
No,
with
no,
with
it's
a,
fine. You went to the bathroom.
action or
No.
could I?
You left
Yeah.
me.
Yep. I'm going to the
You
bathroom.
can grab her. You can cover her with an action if you want to, but then you're going to take all the damage, so that's fine. You want to be her body shield?
You'll be following me to the bathroom. You'll be good. Don't worry.
Wait, you just moved. You
So-
used your move action though.
Yeah, now I'm using my action to move, like my actual one.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
don't have
All
my
he's
gun
doing,
out, so I
he's
need to.
out.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pull my gun out and start to load syringes into it as I step into the bathroom.
Okay. Luckily,
her
I'm
up there.
going to remind you. I'm going to use this to remind you guys. It is a move action to open a door. Granted, you opened the door earlier, so we're going to say it's left open, and Dr. Glenn just slides in there. But if this were the other bathroom door, it would be a move action to open it.
I will also
Thank
add that it is a move action to draw your weapon.
That's true.
Well, that's if you don't have a base attack bonus of 1. If
Yes.
if you do have a base
Oh.
attack bonus of 1,
So
which I
it's
do,
just
you
me.
can do it as you move.
Yes.
Just you.
Biohackers get a base attack bonus of 1. That's OP.
At level 2, because they're 3/4.
His
No,
whole
that-
character
That
is
is-
open.
Hold on.
No.
That is not how that works. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. If you look at
You're-
the class features list on Biohackers, it says my base attack bonus at level 1 is level 2 is 1.
So it's just me that gets screwed.
I
It
think
might
probably
just
like
be
a one-off.
casters.
it might be the progression that it's referring to as 1, as opposed to the actual number.
Oh yeah, base attack bonus
Yeah.
plus 1 does not mean that it becomes 1. I have that too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I looked this up for Zeha, actually very specifically, Dr. Lin. You're a class that is not trained to be able to access weapons very well. It's not about your bonus being at +1. It's that you're not a soldier
+1.
or you don't have a +1 bonus period. You didn't
Oh,
start
okay.
with a +1 as your class. If you
Right.
multi-class
You're a
with that, you can, but
Right.
without that, you can't.
The +1 +2 thing.
Then I'm sorry
the
for being wrong.
The roll 20 sheet I think does that for you, whatever that affects. So, but as 3/4 as the current thing, it stays that as until it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess I just move into the bathroom in that case.
Get wrecked.
Faux show. All right, this patrol class security robot is about to kill you all. Tetsu.
Tetsu's going to sadly have to take a step forward. There's 5 feet between us, right? I wasn't in melee
Yep.
with him, right?
No,
Okay.
you were not.
So he's gonna step forward and just haul back as he rushes through the electricity, and see him kind of twitching a little funny as he's resisting the very bad effects that could have had happen, and is just going to haul off and try to punch this thing's face in. 14 plus 5, so 19 because flanking to hit.
Against?
EAC.
Okay.
Yeah.
19 against DAC does hit.
Awesome. So it is 6 points of damage. And that is all Tetsu can do as he kind of steps forward and into this. As he punches him, though, he's going to shift around and get next to Moat. And that will be his turn. And let me just double check something. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Eisen grumbles
Yes.
slightly, seeing him shift, ruining the flanking.
You can see him kind of like body blocking for Moat.
Yeah, fuck
For
me,
sure.
right? It's cool.
Yeah.
Zeha's dead. All right, Zeha's your turn.
Okay. Well,
You're stunned.
No
You
turn.
weren't holding anything,
So I don't have
but
to
you
drop
drop it. You
anything,
can't
yeah.
take any actions,
I understand. However,
and
counterpoint.
you're flat-footed.
I understand. Counterpoint. I got a hero point from Jim. Says Zeha, please live. So I think that cancels out everything. And
gotta
I
what?
automatically live. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I got a
that's
weirdly
what I
this
thought.
chicken nugget just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, since I'm
dropped the
pretty
chicken
sure
nugget.
Jim was giving it to you for this roll, that you can re-roll it if you would like.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can hold on to it.
What reroll?
A fortitude save that has you stunned.
Oh, do I get another one every turn?
No.
No, he was saying
You're
you
either-
could use
Oh,
that for your...
retroactively?
Yeah, he's being
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna change the past.
Okay. Oh, then you're
Yeah,
stunned.
that time
Yeah.
has passed.
Not in this campaign.
Yeah, that time is
not this
best. Whack, whack.
We've already changed the past enough.
But
that-
am I
that
no
hurt
longer
here.
stunned by the end of my turn?
Yeah, at the end of your turn, you're no longer stunned. Eisen, your turn.
I'm gonna just try to take a full action to try to kill this thing, because the electricity would literally not do any damage to me. So I can go ham.
Okay, do it.
God, fuck.
Varso, you're taking
That's
all
awesome.
of our luck. Can you like share a little bit?
No, nope, it's mine. No.
But luckily, the second attack probably hits with a 21.
The second attack. This is Casey.
Yeah, Casey.
And for the record, the first
Second
one
attack.
was a natural one.
Yes, was a natural one. Yes.
Yeah, natural one. Sliding along the wall. Miss. Second attack. You do hit. You connect to the armor-plated robot.
I feel like the first attack was to soften it up, and then I did an X motion to get past the armor.
Sure.
8 slashing
We'll go with that.
damage. All right. It's beginning to look a little hurt. Mo, your
A
turn.
lot.
A little
Like,
hurt.
A little hurt.
all right. Moat will go ahead and. Are there penalties for shooting a ranged weapon nearby?
Yes, there are. It will
Okay,
take an
Moat.
attack of opportunity on you if it has it. Actually,
Moat.
I say if it has it. Sorry, that's Pathfinder 2e stuff. It will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh crap! What's the movement option that allows you to take a small step
Guarded
backwards?
step.
I think it's Starfinder. It's called a guarded step. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guard step. Is that a full action or a
It guarded steps a
it's a
move action.
movement? Okay. Having the two beefy boys next to him, but we'll go ahead and take a guarded step back and raise the pulse caster and fire their second shot.
Do it.
Do it.
I hate to say this, but he has a negative on this.
He does.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
it's
that will
a
stop them.
21
Eight.
before the negatives.
Yep. 21 before the negatives. What is this against? EAC or KC?
Should be K. See, this is a electric attack.
Okay.
No, EAC then.
EAC.
Yeah, that's the
Did I say KAC? I meant EAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better. So it is a total of 17 against EAC. It does hit.
What's the negative from?
Well, all right.
Uh,
That's full damage.
Melee.
very much cover.
Yeah.
Ah.
You have to have a special
Two-
feat to negate
Yeah.
cover from allies.
No, I didn't.
Mode is
like,
a short ass gray shooting between two tall ass
cover
allies.
is perfectly fine. I just wanted it stated.
Two huge bodies.
So very excited they got a hit in. Moat will say, much better. This thing does work. Good. Wasp. and Wasp will fire their needler pistol at the back of the automaton of fun.
All right. Give me that shot. Wasp is definitely out of range since the security robot could just walk right under it.
Oof.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I can't wait. I cannot wait until we use our Patreon to get these critical failure cards. So, because you guys have rolled so many nat ones tonight.
It's
And
all
we've rolled
Dr.
not
Lynn's
all.
fault.
No, it's just Varso. He's taken all the nat 20s.
Hey guys, make sure the nat 20 cards are very good for me, okay?
Just for jellyfish use only. If you make all the cards jellyfish use only, it's probably fine.
If you have a
Probably, for
PhD,
sure.
you get blank. I think that would be
Pretty sure you lost.
Good
it
thing
once.
Dr. Lynn doesn't.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
Pretty sure.
No, you don't know. You don't. It's
Get wrecked.
Subjective.
Get wrecked. GM said you're dumb.
I said
Dang
you
it.
Whose turn is it?
You stupid.
It is the security robot's turn. The security robot's going to do being up close, it's going to do a full attack.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Yay.
no.
On who?
Not
Not
me.
me.
Full attack. Doing a
Oh,
full
me?
attack because it is going to do it on Tetsu. Because
Wonderful.
Tetsu
Oh, you
did the most damage
poor-
and it sees it
poor
as
sweet
the
child.
highest threat.
To be fair, I think you could
Which-
split it if you wanted.
Sound more enthused.
Yeah.
Waffles.
You could, but screw Tetsu in particular.
I could, but the robot definitely doesn't want to. It wants Tetsu dead because Tetsu is a high threat.
It's true.
Tetsu did the most damage, and therefore it is the highest threat.
I didn't do
That's
the
a
most
good one.
damage.
That's
I
a
did
good one.
Uh-oh.
6.
Uh-oh.
Eisen did the most
Yeah,
damage.
I did the most.
Oh,
Technically,
What's a good one?
With 8.
Just kill us, Waffles. It's fine.
So with the minuses,
Uh-huh.
the first attack is a natural 20.
Luckily, this isn't a
miss.
named NPC, or you would also get a critical hit card there. So
Yeah.
We'd be pulling those cards. We need people to fill them out. Let's go. First attack, you take 22 bludgeoning damage.
I'm
oh my god!
I'm going to 22.
Die.
All right, no. I'm going to spend one of my EP points because now I'm getting some more.
Okay.
And mitigate that damage.
Good.
So 22 from yeah.
I just want to
You wanted to get hit.
remind everyone with Starfinder, we don't have a lot of health. 22 damage. We're level 2. That's something.
Actually,
You have
I could
stamina,
absorb
it's
one
fine.
of those.
Yeah.
I can't
one.
because I'm a spellcaster and I'm squishy. But to each your own.
Plus, that's the first hit.
Yeah, that's the first hit.
Okay.
All right. The second is a 14 against KAC.
That one Tetsu blocks. Just
Okay.
his armor's too thick.
Everyone watches as this robot just pulls its arm back and just clothesline Tetsu into a wall. Tetsu bounces off of it, and in the rebound back off of the wall is able the robot is pulling its leg back ready to kick, and Tetsu's pulls his arm down, kind of pushes the robot's leg out to the side and spins it around, able to block the second attack.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ow.
Dr. Lin, you're in a restroom.
Yeah, I'd like to take a piss.
Okay.
You need to roll for that. Roll dex.
Sorry, that's a full round action.
That's a movement action to pull the weapon out.
Yeah.
No.
Dang it! If
no.
only my base attack bonus for 1. Yeah, in that case, I am going to.
Hold on. Dr. Lin is figuring out very quickly that he's not built for combat, and I hope this comes up in roleplay. This is just me as the GM saying this, because this turn, if you move action, pull your weapon out, you're still in a bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
You
I-
literally can't attack if
We
you
have
want
to.
to. This
Yeah.
turn.
Finally, we've crippled
Yeah.
him.
Just make it
I'm
so you can't roll. That's
I'm
the answer.
so proud of you for entering this bathroom.
At least I can use the old "I'm a doctor" defense.
I'm a doctor, not a fighter, Jim.
Hold on one sec.
I mean, if the doctor's dead, you all die, right? That's the
yeah,
that's the rule.
precisely.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I have to be here for protection. Len is going to kind of like fumbling with his like needler push around her. Actually, no, I'll just get here for a clear shot, right in front of her, in between her and the robot, as I'm just like finally loading up needles, getting ready to shoot this thing,
Okay.
or someone else. Who knows?
Next
Depends how I
turn.
feel.
All right, Tetsu.
I love how you just
Tetsu
jumped
got-
pushing
out
off.
and then came back. You just left, pulled out a gun, and came back.
I like to do my business in private. Goodness.
I love to think that you were stunned and you could watch everything, but you couldn't respond because you didn't have the power to.
I have a very important question, Dr. Lin. Did you leave your hat? Did you leave your hat in there?
Yes. Did you leave your hat on?
What-
No, I did not.
Was that like? Did you throw your hat off, pull out your gun, and you were Superman changing in the bathroom? From Clark Kent to Superman.
Do no harm to do
Kind of.
harm.
I was changing. I was like kind of Superman changing. This is like the character mode of stuff I'm thinking of. Superman changing from a jellyfish to a jellyfish with a gun.
Okay.
That's where I'm going
Oh,
with it.
okay. Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Perfect.
Now, weird question. Do you is your oath of do no harm as a doctor, does it apply to to robots? Not androids, but like constructs.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't
He
think
doesn't need
so.
to take his
I don't
hat
think-
off. You're fine. It's not alive.
Yeah, Hippocrates. He didn't say anything about robot.
Hypocrites.
Perfect. Hippocrates. All those crates with the hippos in them. Tetsu, your turn.
Pushing off the wall, like very, very hurt looking. Well, not that hurt looking, but definitely winded. Tetsu's just gonna be like, ugh, can't deal with this much. And he's going to just haul back, and his fist is just going to turn into the swirling black void of energy as I'm going to spend both of my EP points that I have right now
Fucking let's go.
to light this
Hit
guy
him with your
up.
EP.
Hit him.
My EP, my
Hit
big
him
fat
with your
EP.
best shot.
All right, I gotta move my camera. It's a natural 20.
Oh,
fucking rolled a
Oh
natural
my
20.
god.
This thing's dead.
That's like my
Okay.
second
how
nat 20.
about
third
a nat 20 in return, bitch?
Plus 50%
Crit me?
damage.
I crit you. Hey, that's 50 extra damage.
Oh, that is
This is
50
gonna-
extra
Oh my goodness.
damage.
Yeah, it is.
The GM said it.
We got waffles on tape.
We have it on tape.
One.
Construct.
Don't you take our fun away from us.
Interesting, actually. Hold on.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
All right, so in Pathfinder
It's
1E...
a construct, but not a construct.
Well, no. In Pathfinder 1E, like, this is me knowing, having played Pathfinder 1E before, constructs are immune to critical threats. Like, immune to crits. I'm looking up construct immunities right now. Bleed, death effects, disease, mind-affecting effects, necromancy effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning. There's no crit in there. So this works.
Wait, you said that they're
You said
susceptible.
he was weak to them.
You said he was.
They take 50%.
Oh,
back.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why we said 50.
Sorry, I forgot all about that. My bad.
You almost made me lose the math because I have a lot.
You don't know math?
17 points of damage
Yes.
with
Ooh.
strike.
Which is doubled.
Okay.
No,
Which is
No.
I don't think it's
No.
doubled. It's 50%.
No, it's
It's
still
gonna include another 8
8
damage
more,
or so.
so 25 points.
Yep. 25 points
Jesus.
of damage.
Get
Bitch, I
wrecked.
can do it better.
What does this look like as you
Barely.
destroy the thing?
Yes.
So
Oh, please.
as Tetsu hauls back and he aims directly for like the center of its chest where it's already taken like some slashes and punches, and as he goes to strike, a bit of his fist kind of crumples in the torso as the metal itself just starts to just kind of disintegrate and just tear itself apart as his fist punches out the back of it. And then once his fist is through the other side, he's just gonna kick it and shove it to the ground with his foot.
And you all watch as Tetsu's, like, almost supernaturally, the hole expands through the chest of this robot for Tetsu's fist, as if it's making, as if something is making a pathway for his fist. His fist isn't actually like shoving through the mechanical parts, but the energy around his fist is creating an eroding pathway for his fist. He
Like a black hole.
almost, basically, yeah, like a black hole, almost like forearm deep. He gets into this robot and pulling his forearm out and kicking at the same time. He shoves this robot to the ground, and you're out of initiative order.
Holy shit!
Easy clap.
Whoa.
Moat's mask is totally just like bug-eyed.
As Zeha like shakes off the stun, she kind of like pokes her head around Dr. Len. Tetsu. Damn.
Yes,
out of character.
That hurts.
We
Yeah,
might
Len's
need to
coming
take
towards
a
you.
moment. But I think I was like super important to this combat. I don't think you guys could have done it without me.
Not half as important as I was. Okay?
It unfortunately feels bad when you get stunned and then your teammate crits and the combat's over in one round.
No. It doesn't
Wait,
feel bad. It feels
great
great.
to me.
It feels great.
Yeah. You guys drew the fire away from this side of the room. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
you
for
guys
that.
did fantastic. No, I honestly, Zeha, like as she does kind of quickly kind of listening to see if she hears anything further, after a quick listen, she will also just kind of like nod appreciatively, like, thank you, both of you, all of you, three of you, for drawing the fire. That was brave.
I'm
Moat
used to
wants
it.
to scrounge for any potential parts that might be of use from this.
And it's a 12 perception.
Okay. 12 perception. You don't hear anything going on. Moat, give me an engineering check.
Do
21.
you guys want to take 10 minutes to let Moat do that and Tetsu take a breath?
I should
I could use a breath.
scout to make sure none of the extra ones come. I'll just keep the area clear. I will also sheath my sword again. Kind of
Okay.
sad with his sword not being able to actually pierce this thing. Like, the weight is off in this blade because it's not the type that he
Yeah, you
wants
need a
to
new one.
use,
You need a
and
new
it-
blade for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're working on it.
Definitely.
For sure. I'll say, all right, everyone taking 10 minutes. Anyone that wants
Uh,
to spend a resolve point can
Yeah.
spend that resolve point to gain stamina back. If you're not doing anything else, obviously. What's up, Dr. Lin?
So I just, before we do this, I want to just heal Tetsu so we can then be healed later. Because
Smart.
the way the heals are, it's in between short rest.
Okay.
And
So-
kind of looking him over, he looks hurt, but not that hurt. He mostly has just gotten the wind knocked out of him. But hurt enough
His
that
stamina's
yes,
down.
patch.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll like
It
pull
got
out
through
pretty
the
much like
stamina.
a syringe of the artificial blood he was using earlier to heal you, and just kind of like injects it into your arm.
Gross.
I
Ow.
just hoping we wouldn't have to do this again so soon, but no, just rest for a bit. And you guys
Here,
score
take
health
your
back.
blood back.
No, it's blood,
so
nanites, whatever, stuff.
4 health back to Tetsu. He spends a resolve point to grab some stamina back. Moat, you roll the engineering check. 21. Scrounging over this thing, you do find some. For now, you can just call them type in CR4 robot parts.
Ooh.
Nice.
That sounds
just
cool.
just to tell me what they are later, kind of, and like what you can use them for. They're not like, you don't find like a hard drive or like the mind core of this security robot or anything, but you definitely get some parts that are usable later.
Sexy.
Sweet.
And Eisen, you said you were Zeha, you don't hear anything. Eisen, you said you were like going to kind of scrounge around and look through stuff. What exactly are you looking through?
So from what Zeha said, he knows that the like cords go somewhere underground. He wants to see if he can just like either through searching or through like his connection with electricity, just kind of figure out where they're going next. If they're going the pathway that the robot went, or if they're going to the room to the east.
For sure. I'll go ahead and tell you, you don't, like, you couldn't track them with electricity, and you don't think you could like search them out, but just by her initial assessment and all of you talking it over, you do think they head to the room to the east. Like they look like they were pulling directly to the east.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere in the hallway that you guys came down with the stairs and the security door that looks like there would be any wires or anything like that.
I got you. Then in that case, he's just gonna post up, because he's going to make an assumption that that was the one security guard for the north. So he's gonna post up to the east in case something decides to check.
Okay.
And obviously with taking 10 and everything, but just flavorfully, and we can definitely do this. I just don't want to forget next week. The robot slammed the door open. What do we see down the hallway now that it's open?
Everything.
For sure. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the other bathroom because I figure you guys would be looking at that.
Oh
It's
my
a
God,
pooper.
another
There's a treasure
bathroom!
chest.
This one's for pooping. The other one, no. Oh. More moldy books. Good to know.
That
Good
room
to
looks
know.
so much greener.
Yeah, that looks
Yuck.
dangerous.
I don't like it.
Yep. So as you guys kind of look through the door to the north that this robot slammed open, you see what looks to be kind of from the angles that you guys can see. I'm about to reveal more actually. Is what looks to be 3 tables. On the middle and the right table, you see just empty vials, just a lot of them, probably in the numbers of 15 to 20. To the left, you see the same kind of vials, just these different sizes. Some of them are very small, some of them are large beaker type vials filled with this bright green liquid. And then on the back wall, you see what looks to be 4 green bookshelves and a door in between all 4 of those bookshelves.
Okay. All right.
And that's basically all you can get by trudging your head down the hallway without actually walking up into that doorway.
Is this before or after our 10-minute break?
During is what I'm gonna say. Just like the door's open, so somebody's looking.
Just
I'd say we
looking
wait to
down
check
and
it
up.
out.
Yeah. we're
Moat
not-
would just have the light shining down and send Wasp in to scout.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to trigger anything, so let's wait till we're done resting.
Yeah.
Let's catch our breath and then we can go in.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And Tetsu's just gonna sit there a bit. Is the serum that I have been injected with doing anything?
Not anything
Like,
funky. You just
weird-
got for health.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh,
healing.
for health. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Doctor-
just prepping me for something in the future.
Just
That was
just
the
wait.
preliminary. You need 2 more.
Hanging out in limbo for a little bit. Dr.
feel
Lynn, are
nothing.
you doing anything during this 10 minutes?
Len's, he's kind of standing off to the side, just kind of keeping an eye on Tetsu, fiddling with his gun, very clearly, intentionally now holding it in his hands. He just seems to kind of just be compulsively looking it over. And about halfway into it, he starts rifling through some of the papers he grabbed.
Anything of note in those papers? Obviously, they're
What?
related. Hi.
Oh, hello, Zeha.
Yes. Those papers, are they related to your previous research as a doctor?
What? No, nothing of note as of yet. He's very clearly lying.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was thinking she just doesn't believe you. Dr. Len, I saw how you reacted, and it is my job to read people.
A shrink. Well,
Some could
okay.
say that.
Maybe it might have something to do with some of my previous work, and that's why it is very important that we check out everything this lab has to offer.
Absolutely, and I put a hand on one of your arms, tentacles, And I know
Just kind of shifts his bell to look at your arm.
the whole body shifts. Dr. Len, I know that was difficult of you to share, but you can be honest with us. We're here to help, and if there's something that I can do, all of us, any of us can do to help you, if this is personal or otherwise, just let us know. We're here.
He kind of like pushes your hand off with his other tentacle.
So rude.
I'm fine, but thank you.
All right. Well, she is a little stiff at that, having failed her typical, suaveness, and she'll just go back to just taking a breath and getting some stamina back, but she's a little off.
Dr. Lane cannot be cracked with diplomacy.
Yeah.
I'm an unbreakable fortress.
You can't crack
Dr.
jelly.
Len.
Can't crack jelly. If I'm doing the resolve point to get some stamina back, like, I can't do anything else, right? Like, flavorfully, if I wanted to now, after that conversation, try to culture check Siphozoans to see if, like basically in her head, she's just like, was it, like, against their culture to, like, just touch so casually? Did I offend him in any way? That's kind of where she's trying to go.
Yeah, no, I'm never, when you're doing a resolve point, you're not going to be able to do, like, any kind of major actions that would help you. Like,
Sure.
Like, you can't even, in my opinion, at least from the text, you can't even do a watch of direct surroundings kind of thing.
Okay. If you're resting, you're not on
You're
alert.
Yeah, like, so when your stamina's damaged, you have bruises and light cuts and stuff. So you're actually actively helping those. So, like, you're putting bandages on, you're, like, rubbing ointments on your bruises and stuff.
Smelling
Like, you're
salts.
doing. Yeah, you're smelling salts. You're actively doing things to help that stamina.
Okay, that's fine. I will tuck it away for consideration at a future time.
All right. So you guys are going north or east?
I would like to follow the lines that we saw earlier and head to the east, if that's okay with everybody.
I concur.
Yeah, east.
Should
Tetsu,
we
would you
up-
like me to take the lead this time?
I'm fine. I just would like Moat not to be.
Not to be
In front.
exist. Okay.
Wow.
Not to
Wow. Okay. Jeez, if you're gonna be like that.
be. The GM would also like Moat not to be.
Deadpan at the camera.
Shush, narrator. You don't get a choice.
Well,
I mean, suddenly 3 more of these come forward and just attack Moat with some weird vendettas. Is so odd.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Moat's
Wow.
being killed. Oh,
Suddenly,
how
rushing
sad.
out of Moat's stomach is a alien.
Another moat.
big shock.
Something shifts in the overalls. Bursts out.
Oh my.
Okay.
Let's see, I was underwear.
Excuse me?
There needs to be conversation, but later.
I have some.
What's up, Sam?
No,
This is
no,
not uncanny.
let's move along.
Yeah.
Nope. Consent, Moat. Consent.
So,
I don't see no crabgrass.
as Tetsu and Aizen enter the room, what kind of stuff do we see?
Okay. Tetsu, Aizen kind of pull open the door, and what is revealed to you looks like a highly technological room. 2 very large computer screens, sizing to about 12 by 14 feet, with what seems to be about 5-foot large keyboards in front of them.
Okay.
A large motherboard type of equipment sits between them, easily enough to be surmised that is directly responsible for the hard drive to these computers, and by Zeha's check earlier, is directly responsible for what is giving feed to the screens. And that is where we will end the session.
No.
Damn
I
it!
want to know what's in there. I want to hack it. Gimme.
Yeah, well,
You
I want to
can't
go for
have it
another
till
hour.
next week.
Please
Yeah.
let me have.
Okay, fine. Okay, awesome. Well, that was an exciting session. We fought something. We didn't die. I was useful.
Woo!